So what do you expect me to say?
Let's get him!
I know you feel endless coming after you.
Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack and the Pyromania update is live. I decided to make some videos detailing all the changes that are in the Pyromania update because there are a fucking lot of them. I'm actually going to be uploading 3 separate videos to cover all of the details. What you're watching right now is the new game mode Special Delivery on the map Doomsday, which is the only map for Special Delivery so far. And what we're doing right now on this little elevator here is trying to deliver a suitcase full of Australium to a rocket, which is being piloted by Poopy Joe, the monkey knot, who is then going to blast off and promptly die. Now, unfortunately, I didn't quite get the rocket crash at the end there because I got crushed by the elevator, but I have a couple more games that are that'll just detail how a game goes through in this one. I'm going to be covering the 2 new additions in regards to like maps and levels. The first one is this, as you're seeing now, and the second one is actually a spoiler if you haven't seen Meet the Pyro yet. So if you haven't, pause this video, go to the description and watch Meet the Pyro. It's fucking fantastic. It's like all the other Meet the Team videos, it's just a great video, and it was really well done, just really creepy. But go watch that first. Anyway, this is how a typical round of Special Delivery goes. Well, maybe not typical because the enemy team doesn't put up like any fight in this. I think I got like 1 kill. It's like the only person I see. But over here in this area back here, this is where the Australium spawns in the beginning of the game. It's not active until 45 seconds into the game, and once it is active, each team goes to grab it, and it's just like the flag in Capture the Flag, or the intelligence in Capture the Flag. The only difference is it's neutral, so either team can pick it up. Once you pick it up, it becomes the property of your team, so to speak. So if your flag carrier is killed, when it drops, just like in CTF, it's going to have your team color and a ticker on it, and the enemy team cannot pick it up. They have to guard it until it despawns, in which case it will reset back to its original position that you saw at the beginning of this round, and then it will become grabbable by either team again. So if your team doesn't get the Australium right away, you kind of have it. You kind of have your work cut out for you to get it back. Once your team has it, you have to bring it to that elevator, which is very slow moving, and you have to defend the elevator. Now in this map, it's very open. It's very susceptible to snipers. There's no cover on the elevator, and mostly you're going to be relying on your teammates to get your back while you ascend the elevator. Okay, one last quick round of a Special Delivery, and then we'll move on to the next thing. What do I think about the map? I think it's a really good map. I like it so far. I've only gotten to play a few rounds, but the game type seems really fun. The map is really well made in my opinion. Not necessarily well made, I just really like it because it seems to be really good for spies. There are a lot of sneaky alternate routes, a lot of tight corridors for corner stabs, and a lot of verticality. Is that a word, verticality? Probably not. It's a very vertical map for stair stabs. There's plenty of ramps and stuff for stair stabs, so I'm very happy with it. Matches rather seem to go pretty quick, but I can't say for sure because neither team really knew what they were doing. I think my team just happened to pick up on it a little bit more quickly than the other team. As you can see, it doesn't have anything to do with me. I didn't really do anything to win the game, except in the first round that I was in, which I joined like halfway through, and I like killed 3 people in a row and then capped the intel or the Australium or whatever. But I don't know, it's a really good game type. I think it's a lot of fun. And I personally look forward to playing it a lot. Now, I think right now the game type is actually queued up on official Valve servers, basically with the matchmaking. You know, the matchmaking, if you hit join game or start playing or whatever it's called. If you do that, I believe it's under CTF, which makes sense because it's in a way similar to CTF. It's basically neutral flag CTF from certain games like Halo, and I forget what else. Other games have that game type as well. But neutral flag CTF is basically what it is, except capping it just takes a long time. Also, you're not bringing it back to your base per se. You're bringing it to another point that's neutral. But obviously, the point will only work in your favor if your team has the Australium. But I don't know, I think it's a lot of fun. I hope to play a lot more of it. It'll probably be a game type that I will keep playing. There don't seem to be any very apparent flaws in the design of the game type to me right now. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, personally, like for example, I'm not really a huge fan of control points, so control points is a game type that I would say I personally don't like, but this one seems to be okay. I think at the end of this one I actually get a good view of the rocket as it blasts off, so you guys can actually see. It's actually a really funny animation. Oh no, I don't. I go for the kills. Hold on, I'll play one animation of the rocket blasting off. Alright, yeah, here it is. And up it goes, and not so up it goes. And it wipes out a house. I just thought that was such a hilarious animation. Anyway, this next part, as I said before, does contain spoilers for Meet the Pyro, so again, if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it now. Pause the video, go watch it now, and then watch this next part of the video. Welcome to Pyrovision. Yeah, so basically, the big addition, well, one of the big additions to the game was the addition of Pyrovision, which takes any map in the game and converts it to how the Pyro sees it through his eyes. And basically, this weird like horn-like thing I'm holding here is called the rain blower, and that's the flamethrower kind of thing that he was using in the Meet the Pyro video. It shoots rainbows and bubbles instead of fire, and anything like smoke effects, like smoke trails on like the detonator flares, or like rockets and stuff, have been turned to bubbles. Everybody's voices are really high pitched, sort of chipmunky. All the health packs are converted to varying sizes of cake, and what else? Oh, when people are set on fire rather than screaming, when people are either set on fire or when they die, instead of screaming or doing like their death sound animation, they laugh, which is really creepy. But that's how the Pyro sees, I guess. Now, how do you access this? When you sign in, if you sign in the next couple days, I think they said before the 11th of July, you will get an item, a vintage item, called it's like the Pyro goggles or something like that. I don't know. It's a set of goggles that is obviously like cut off of the mask of the Pyro, and any class can wear them. And as long as you're wearing them, you can see the Pyrovision. Alternatively, if you're using either the flamethrower I have in my hands right now, or the Lollychop, which is a reskin of the Fire Axe, with it just looks like a giant lollipop, you'll also be able to see Pyrovision in that case. So here I'm actually going to switch over to the Spy, Pyrovision goggles, that's what they're called. I'm going to switch over to the Spy with the Pyrovision goggles to show you that this vision isn't exclusive to the Pyro. Now, this is actually really well done. Things did seem really laggy, but I doubt that's because of the Pyrovision. It's probably just because their servers are getting slammed right now. Although actually this wasn't a Valve server, so I don't know. If you normally play on Valve servers aren't any more shitty right now than they normally are. So feel free to go and play. The servers aren't quite getting raped as hard as you might think. Their download servers are getting their asses raped. The item server is getting fucked up, but the play servers are actually okay right now. Okay, so about this, it's really well done, it's really well made, it's funny, it's goofy, but it's distracting. I personally don't like it. You have that weird film around the edge of your vision. I really don't like that. It's just very odd and distracting, and it just doesn't look good in my opinion. This isn't any particularly good gameplay either, but I didn't really get any good gameplay while in Pyrovision because it's just really hard to focus, like I said. I personally do not like playing with it on. I couldn't play with it on. And on top of that, the rain blower is just a reskin of the flamethrower, and I'm used to the degreaser and the faster weapon switch. And it basically it covers. Not only is it am I not used to it, it just covers so much of the screen. I couldn't really see what was going on. I couldn't time my air blast. It was just I personally do not like it, but it is still great. I just can't deal with it. So yeah, those are the two big map changes. Only certain maps work with Pyrovision so far. I assume eventually they will update it so that all official maps will work with it, but I'm not positive about that. Maybe they just ran into some technical issues and weren't able to do certain ones, but it's really cool in my opinion. And if you want to experience it, it's not hard. All you have to do is log in. If you don't get the goggles in time, you will be able to get them later by dominating somebody who's wearing them. So you know, and if you don't see anybody wearing them, you could always like get a friend to wear them while you kill them, like however many times in a row you need to get a domination. So yeah, that'll do it for this section. As I said before, this update thingy will be put into 3 different sections, because if I did it all in one big section, it would end up being like a half-hour long video. So each one's going to be about 10 minutes long. Next video is going to be concerning the balance changes that they made to a whole bunch of weapons, because a whole bunch of weapons got updated, and if you haven't played in a while, you may be kind of freaked out to come back and find that all of your weapons have changed. So that's going to be the next one, and then the third installment is going to be all of the new weapons that they have added. So alright guys, I hope to see you in the later videos, and please like the video if you did enjoy it or if you found it useful, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like TF2 and other games. I post a variety of games, but yeah, please consider subscribing. My name is BlackLightAttack. Take it easy.